Unbelievable, it's happening. Dele Momodu, presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, an aspirant who was seeking to get the party's ticket and did not get the ticket, is one of the persons who is looking for, who now is speaking about the candidate he will support and vote for in the 2023 elections. And the reason he may belong to a party, may be a PDP man, which has the presidential candidate of Atiku Abubakar, but yet is pledging support for some other persons. It's kind of, or he's pledging, or he's saying who he will support when he already is in a party and there is a presidential candidate. It's quite very, it's alarming, and people are wondering, but why? But why? So this is what is happening, and you can pay attention and understand that yes, things are going on in the People Democratic Party. There is disunity, and anyone, so long as you are not your own and you're working with a group of people, unity is not to be negotiated with. It's a must. You see, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Dele Momodu breaks silence, reveals the candidate he would be voting for in the 2023 election. The former presidential aspirant of the People Democratic Party, the owner of Ovation, on Wednesday evening took to his Twitter handle to reveal the presidential candidate he will be voting for in the 2023 general elections. Dele Momodu revealed who he would be voting for as the election drew closer, after he was asked by a Twitter user to reveal his choice of presidential candidate. In his reply, Dele Momodu stated that he was a member of the People Democratic Party and that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is their presidential candidate, and as such, he will stay with his party and do right by his party and stay true to it. Quoting Dele Momodu, Vision owner, he said, "I am member of the People Democratic Party. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is our presidential candidate. I think I will stay true and I will stay with him. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. We will have to stay through with him, irrespective of what we feel, unless we have other matters." It says he will encourage that Nigerians go for the candidate they feel has the best capacity to bring the country out of our present predicament, because it is really important that we get the right leaders. I'm glad you're the one speaking in this regard in this term. I'm very happy that this is coming, from Dele Momodu, and he's speaking in regards to this. Yeah, he's speaking in regards to this. Well, these are some of the things that are going on. These are some of the things that are happening. And it is important that everyone pay attention to what really is on ground, so that at the end of the day, okay, we might be able to get the right candidates. Okay, we might be able to get the right candidate that could possibly, reflect and, stand for us, in terms of international communities, and bringing about, words and things that could possibly move the nation forward. For a long time, we've gotten the wrong persons into offices. Even when it is democracy, it has not really reflected the values of democracy, honestly, sincerely speaking. And so it is important that everyone begin to look at this, and we pay attention to it. Okay, that we pay attention to it. And these are some of the things that are happening, and why every one of us, with one accord, okay, must stand for what is right and absolutely necessary. If we want to move forward and we want anything to become what it should be, we want the best, then we must stand for it. We can't dabble between opinions. We don't even know what's going on. We don't have a government that is responsible to hear the plight and the plea of the people, to understand. I mean, one of the presidential candidates has already started showing that display already. He does not care what is going on with Nigerians, irrespective of the cry of the people, irrespective of what is coming out from the people saying, "Oh, we would prefer that you do this and do that," and, thoughtfully, looking at the whole thing, see how he can humor the people. Because if you wish really the people are going to be the determinants of you being the leader, you will have to listen to them. It is a government for the people, by the people, with the people. It is not done in essential of the people, or because you guys feel you are the one in power. You can maneuver, manipulate things to suit you, and no other person has a say. It doesn't work that way. You know, that kind of government that we have been running and having in a long time that has not allowed Nigeria to see truth, transparency, and move forward is affecting us all. Honestly speaking, it's affecting the nation. It's affecting every single one of us. And the best time to have made this difference was since the beginning of, independence. However, the second best time is now. We're at another crossroad where we are, standing up to ensure that, at the end of the day, we are picking the right presidential candidate that could potentially represent us well. Do these people really have the interest of this nation at heart? Do they care for you as a Nigerian? Do they see you as a potential citizen that, deserves all the attention, or they don't care? These are things we must pay attention to, that we cannot, afford to just, turn a blind eyes to. No, no. It is high time, it is important we begin to look at these things and call priority what priority should be, and ensure that we're making the right move at the right time to ensure that we're getting the relevant things the way it ought to be. So these are some of the things that are going on, and we need to be careful. We need to be careful. So these are things that are going on, and why we all must pay attention to it. If we allow this set of people who call themselves, the party right now, and we do not pay attention to the fact that they don't care. Okay, most of them, all they are seeking and they are really looking out for is how, okay, so what's in for me? It's not the we mentality. It's not the country at heart. It's basically how it satisfies them. So when you look at these things, you can begin to see for yourself that there is serious call for concern. And everybody, every one of us have got a meaningful contribution to do, to make a part to play, to ensure that truth becomes the order of the day. We cannot afford, to be running here and there when we have the best and we jeopardize it before for selfish interest to picking people who do not have our interest at heart. You see? So these are part of the things we must pay attention to, so that at the end of the day, we have the right persons in the right offices and we are happy about our decision. Because if we do the wrong thing, it will have an adverse effect on us and we'll be the one to live with the consequences of the decisions we have made. So it is what it is, honestly speaking. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe,